Hey everyone and welcome back to my channel. Let's play Trial of the Hordes.
Now, I'll be honest with you, Trial of the Hordes is one of my least favourite events in Diablo Immortal. The only reason I complete this is for the event rewards and the event centre seals, so I can obviously claim things like Telluric Pearls, normal gems, legendary gems, etc. So for this, I've kind of gone in with a similar build to normal. However, because I used my Echoing Shade as gem food recently, I am down to clones. So normally I run this with Echoing Shade. It is a really useful gem in Trial of the Hordes because your clones generally get attacked and take more damage than you will. So it's going to be interesting to see how this plays out today. The only other thing that I've also changed is the essence on Disintegrate. As you can see, I'm using the new essence on that. So the new shoulder. Previously I was using the Arcane Deputy from the Crystalline Shadow shoulder. So it's going to be interesting to see how this works today. I'm going to run a couple of matches and yeah, see exactly what happens. I'm also using Scorch with Fire Flurry essence, so that one gives the pool of magma underneath the area once it explodes, and this works really nicely in Trial of the Hordes, I find, simply because you can kind of launch it, and then if anything spawns on top of that magma, they're instantly taking damage from that. So I kind of just fire Scorch wherever I feel like firing it, or where I know there are going to be mobs landing in this game mode. Now, I don't enjoy Trial of the Hordes. The reason for this is because you can sometimes keep matching against the same person, sometimes it takes a while to match, and you're kind of just doing the same thing over and over again. And sometimes, yeah, it's fun to make it up on the leaderboard, but generally once I've got all the event center rewards, I just close this and don't play it again until it's next in game. Let me know your thoughts on Trial of the Hordes in the comments. Let me know if this is a game mode that you actually enjoy. I know a lot of people that are super competitive with it and they always aim for legend, but I just don't have the time to be playing this constantly. And yeah, especially when it's a game mode that I don't really enjoy as much as others. So we're getting pretty close to time now, and it's been neck and neck between me and this player for pretty much the whole battle. Their life has just gone down drastically though, and then from 40... Oh, they went from 16 to 40% and then nothing. So I'm guessing they maybe had multiple bosses jump on them. I've had that happen before. But that was a victory for me because of that. So as I mentioned briefly, a couple of the essences we're using, I'm going to go through top line what I've got in this build. I wouldn't necessarily say this is the best build for Trial of the Hordes. As I said, it's not really a game mode that I enjoy, so I kind of just throw something together really half-assed for this. I know I kind of just go with something that I've got 100% uptime on ice armor and then hope for the best. So as I said, this isn't necessarily the best build for Trial of the Hordes, but it's one you could try out for sure. So let's get to it. On the helm, we're using Fire Flurry. As I mentioned, this turns Scorch into that ball of magma that explodes and turns into a pool of magma underneath the enemies. On the chest, we're using Halted Breath. This extends the duration of ice armor by 30%, and alongside that I'm using Hailstone on the alternate offhand. So this works hand in hand together. It gives you that 6-hit immunity for ice armor and pretty much gives you 100% uptime on this. I have duration of beneficial effects from Vitu's set and also from my Reforged bonuses as well, so that definitely helps with the ice armor. On the shoulder, we're using Filtered Defense for the Disintegrate, which is what is giving this electric circle around me. And I'm using that with Scour Cut on the alternate main hand. So what that is doing is that is increasing the range of it by 29%, which is why it looks a lot larger than if you use that in the open world build that I've shared before. On the pants, we're using Novel Castigation. This is paired with Rift Carver on the main hand, so that gives you the essence and the effect for Arcane Torrent. So that basically fires tracking missiles, and it just makes it a really powerful combination on Arcane Torrent as well. On the offhand, we're using Ascalor's Fire, so this is increasing the damage from Scorch by 19%. And on the other main hand, as I mentioned, we're using Rift Carver. So that is all the essences that we've got for this build. Then set items, I'm using 4 pieces of Vitu's and 4 pieces of Grace. I've also got the Slinger Paragon equipped, although Survivor Paragon is probably a smarter option to go for, especially if you don't have a Survivor pet. Or, I mean, I do have a Survivor pet, but I definitely should have gone in with this Survivor tree active so that critical hits take you down to 1 rather than 0. So yeah, that is what I'm using. I've also got the Attacker Warband buff because this one increases the critical hit chance from the what is it called? Not fragments, but the remnants that my team have actually farmed, my Warband have farmed in the castle as well. So that's everything that I'm using in this build. It works pretty well, you can see, pretty much because of the 100% uptime on ice armor. However, if all of your 6 hits are taken, like mine just have, you can see I've got cooldown and I'm definitely gonna, yeah, definitely gonna die. So that is it from me today. I hope you found this video helpful. As I mentioned, I don't really enjoy this game mode, but let me know your thoughts on it in the comments below. And as always, thank you for watching. I'll catch you next time.